Welcome back to the Recipe Tales. Today we're going to do Ondeh Ondeh, and this is a different version whereby I'm using the purple sweet potato. This is the Vietnamese purple sweet potato, but you can also buy the Japanese purple sweet potato. The fragrance is so good that the Ondeh Ondeh just melts in your mouth. Now you need to steam cook the potatoes. Let the boil in. I've given a full recipe of how to boil in the Thermomix, so you can boil it either in the simmering basket or using a blade guard and putting lots of water and steam cook it. So then you get a very soft version of it, and then take off the steam, and this is how it looks at the end, right? Soft and nice. And we're going to blend this. Ondeh Ondeh is generally made with pandan juice and with coconut glazed around it, and this is a Malay dish, and it's normally eaten at any time, but this is Ramadan month, and for those of you who are fasting and you want to break your fast, Ondeh Ondeh is for you. And this is a healthy version because we are using sweet potato, less of the flour and more of something that is nutritious to our health. So shall we start? Ingredients for purple sweet potato Ondeh Ondeh: 200 grams purple sweet potatoes boiled, 60 grams glutinous rice flour, 60 grams fresh grated coconut, half teaspoon salt, 60 gram gula Melaka pieces, and about 20 grams of water. Ondeh Ondeh with purple sweet potatoes. A beautiful color. Let's start by putting it in. It's about 200 grams in it, and I'm going to blend it in just for 10 seconds, speed 8. Look at the color, it's so well blended. Look at that color, wow. Look at that color, so well blended. So now the next stage is, all we have to do is add our glutinous rice flour, and the fragrance is so beautiful. You feel like just eating the blended, the sweet potatoes. Right, so this is glutinous rice flour that I'm going to add in now, and this is going to bind the potatoes, sweet potatoes, into a smooth paste. And this is the tapioca flour that I'm going to add now. And to bring out the sweetness of the sweet potatoes, I'm just going to add a pinch, just a pinch of salt. That's it. Okay, just a pinch of salt, and then we are going to knead this into a dough. So we call out our kneading function. There we go, and we're going to knead it for 30 seconds. So our dough is made. Now if your sweet potatoes are a little bit dry, then it's best to add a little bit of water, so about 10 to 20 grams. When you're kneading, have a look at the dough, and the constituent of the dough should be where it binds together, just like this. Okay, so let me show you how it looks in the mixing bowl. It should be like that. So if you feel that the flour is still very dry, then add water and bind it again by kneading it. So let me take this out. Onto a pastry mat will be best. Okay, and we just turn around so that all the dough is loosed out of the blades. Right, so this is how it looks when you take it out. It's absolutely out of the blade. And Then we hold this together, bind it together like a dough. So this is your Ondeh Ondeh dough. Just roll it and then make it round like that. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my weighing scale. I like my Ondeh Ondeh to be around 10 to 12 grams each, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring my scale out there, and I'm going to put a plate on the top, and there we go, and it's 0. So what I'm going to do is just roll 1 and weight. Well, that is 14 grams, so I'm going to just make it 12 grams. Okay, let's have it 12 grams. And this is how you go about using your weighing scale to make exact rounds. Okay, weigh and do it so that you get exact ones, and therefore the kids will not say that I got a big one or he got a small one, right? And it gets into your mouth at the right place, right size for you to bite and eat. So this is slightly more, and there we go. Add that. Has been rolled, some of it, and some of it I have indented and kept it ready. So now I'm going to boil some water. So let's make sure that we put our simmering basket and there's water enough to swirl over the ball. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to tear right now to 0, and I'm going to keep on pouring water until I see my simmering basket is filled, wow, a little bit higher up. Okay, so right, it's approximately 1,310 grams or so, I would suggest. And whenever the water gets lower than that, as we are boiling, please do add in to heat up. So right now I'm going to just keep my simmering basket in there. I'm going to cover this, and I'm going to close this just on the top lightly, and I'm going to go now to my kettle mode. Those of you who have TM5, just go on to the normal heat and heat it up. In the TM6 we have a kettle mode where it just goes automatically and boils the water for you. So you don't need to worry about the measurement of the water, but for the TM5, do about 10 minutes of boiling at spoon mode to start off first. Now, in my recipe, I have stated that when you're boiling your sweet potatoes, use a Varoma dish to steam your coconut with a little bit of salt added in it, so that we are sort of pasteurizing the coconut so it won't get spoiled. This is a fresh coconut, okay? So I have already done that earlier, and this is the coconut that we're going to roll into once the Ondeh Ondeh is steamed. So that is one thing. And once you have the Ondeh Ondeh round and well formed, I would suggest, if you're going to take some time, just cover it so that it doesn't dry up, and make it indent in the center like that. Put a gula Melaka piece that is of 1 gram, cover it and close it. So here we have, and then roll it again with your hands so it is well covered. Make sure that all the areas are well covered, otherwise the gula Melaka, when it is boiling, will ooze out. And here we have again another piece. We add it in and cover it and make it into a nice round balls. So you can add about, say, 8 to 10 pieces at a go once it's been boiling the water. At 100 degrees right now it's boiling, and later we will be doing steam cooking at Varoma. So we can, and it all depends on the Ondeh Ondeh, the quality of the potatoes and the constituent of the glutinous rice flour. Once you put in boiling water, it should within 8 to 10 minutes, or maybe sometimes it's even within 5 minutes, it just floats up. So then we just take with our Varoma, this spatula that is with our Thermomix, take it out and just roll it in our coconut, as I'll show you later. Water is boiling. I have switched from the kettle mode to the regular and I've placed it at about 12 minutes to let it run. And now since it's boiling, I'm just going to put in all this Ondeh Ondeh that filled with gula Melaka inside. So just go about 8 pieces or so, enough space for it to move around. So there we go. And we will watch from the top and make sure that you can see it when it is almost about, it floats above. So I've placed it at Varoma, if you noticed it, right? So now we will check and see. When it's done, it'll float. So at 3 minutes it's already floating, so I'm going to switch this off temporarily to open the knob up here, and let me show it to you. It'll take some time because it's hot, so the machine is now safeguarding. It'll open in 8 seconds. And here we are. So it's open, and we will use our spatula, and let me just take it out and show it to you how it looks. So here I'm going to take that. Okay. Yes, here we are. Look at the beautiful color. Okay, so we're going to roll this, place this into our coconut that has been steamed with salt water. I'm sorry, with a little bit, a pinch of salt, and I'm just going to turn that inside there and roll it immediately. Now I'm going to put in another batch again. So I'm going to open that, close it again, on, and let the water heat up again. Okay, so we're going to go back again, and let's put that. Let the water heat up again, and then we're going to add the other batch. So in the meantime, I'm rolling this. There we go. Well, that's our Ondeh Ondeh. My name is Sushila Patel. This is the Recipe Tales, recipes with a modern twist.